everybody, and welcome to the Raw Obsidian podcast. My name is Kris. This is my kiddo and co-host Esperanza, aka Zazz, and my dogs have come in here to join. Wedge and Cannon, say hi, babies. The gang is all here. And everyone is really excited. This is the first podcast that I have recorded in a while. I think the last one was when Zazz was real fresh, out the womb. And I mean, she's still pretty fresh. She's almost 4 months old. She's vibing hard. She's learning a lot. She's excited all the time. I'm learning how to take care of her and craft and make and do all the things that I normally do at the same time. It is a challenge as a new parent, as a new mama, but I'm willing to take it on. Yeah, so this episode is kind of going to be a little bit of a flashback something. Not a flashback Friday, because it's not quite Friday here. It's Saturday on the day that I'm recording. And I'm just trying really hard to find some inspiration for myself, sweetie. Because it has been hard to find time to knit, which is okay. I mean, it is a slow going process to begin with, and it's just a little slower as a new parent. And I also just, I haven't been on Ravelry, not because of really the way that they have not been very accessible to folks who need a classic mode or whatever. I just don't have the freaking time to just browse patterns. And it also just seems like counterintuitive for me to find something new to make when I still have not finished half of the things that I'm trying to make. Which is a great transition into my current and longest running whips. Okay. So y'all have seen this one since the summertime, since me and Jordan were doing that early quarantine traveling in the road ship, aka our camper, our old camper. We have a new camper now. It's a Shadow Cruiser, 1996 Shadow Cruiser pop-up camper. Maybe I'll do an episode for the Raw Obsidian Adventures where I do a little tour of that. But I've been using this Madeline Tosh and this like llama wool of sorts. It doesn't really say what kind of wool. Llama wool mix. It is definitely going to be itchy-ish because it does have those like coarser, I don't know if you can like see it. It does have coarser fibers in it, but I've been using the flax seed or flax pullover as a sort of sweater recipe, if you will. Also because I just love that pattern so much, to make this striped beauty. I finished one sleeve. I don't like sleeve increases because or decreases because I'm wild. Especially because this one has a, itchier type of wool or yarn that I'm using. And I want to be able to wear like long sleeves under this and layer. So I just didn't do any sleeve increases for this one. I still have one more sleeve to go. I am stuck on Sleeve Island, y'all. I've been stuck on Sleeve Island for like 6 months. I need to get this thing done. But here is what it currently looks like up close. It's got this like increase of like 4 rows of stripes, or of the blue stripe pattern. It was followed by another like 2 rows. So it's like 2 rows, 4 rows, 2 rows. So they have the smaller stripe, the thicker stripe. And this is just out of my own brain, you know. This will be really cute for the winter time and the fall here, which is coming up. That's why I'm like, gotta get this sleeve done. I will probably start the sleeve sometime soon. And Esperanza is like, I don't know about that, Mom, with this side-eye. The next thing that I am also trying to finish is something that I started while I was pregnant as like a pregnancy, like, let's get a shawl done. And of course I made a lot of mom brain mistakes on it. This is the Fichu blue shawl pattern. It is very simple. It's got a broken rib center with the wings of each side of the shawl with a broken rib stockinette alternation. This is a very easy pattern to remember. It's also really fun to knit. It's in some kind of yarn that I can't remember, but it's got this like beautiful emerald color. And y'all know I love an earth tone. So I had to like do this. I'm trying really hard to finish this. I might make it short-ish instead of as long as it calls for, because I don't know, it just like long shawls, breastfeeding, don't feel quite right now. And so something that's kind of like bandana-ish like size, kerchief size, so to speak, sounds a little bit more up my alley as far as this goes. So I might continue on a little bit longer for this and then bind off. We're gonna feel it out. Bless you, sweetie. Bless you. We're gonna figure it out for this one. But I love this pattern. It's very nice. I decided, I mean, if y'all have watched the past couple of episodes, I had a couple of whips other than these past 2 that I've been working on, and I've just been kind of deciding, like, do I want to continue on with these ones? Do I not want to continue on? And I am gonna frog the rest of them. I don't even remember what they are, because this is how I'm like removing things from my mind that does not serve me, projects that do not bring me joy anymore, because I want to start something new. So I want to finish these new things. All right. And for those, I want to kind of like do a quick like flashback or like a revisit of my favorite finished objects. Oh, bless you. Favorite finished objects of the past. Just so I can like find some inspiration to get my other 2 projects done. So the first thing I want to just kind of like shouts to me, I made these little fingerless thumbed gloves that I have managed to hold on to for years. They're made out of like some kind of Madeline Tosh that I acquired years ago. And they have little pockets. You can undo the button. I literally pulled this out of my brain. There is no pattern for this. I pulled this out of my brain. And it's got little like, it's mittens that fold over. It's very obvious that the stockinette does not match at all for both of these. And I don't remember if that was intentional or not, but I think this looks cool in comparison to this. I think there's like a twist in these ones instead of this one, so it has a little bit more texture. But these are really fun. I have like this little coconut button right there, and I honestly like, and that's like I-cord up at the top that I just like sewed on, but I honestly wear them more like this than I do with the flap. And it's really nice to have the thumb, because my thumb always gets really cold, and I wanted them to be like mittens when I flipped them over. We'll see how I continue to wear these, but I love these. These are my favorite fall winter mix. Yeah. Are you sliding? There we go. How's that? So they're my favorite fall and winter mix. And I'm so happy I've hung on to these. I might try to duplicate these, but with a little cut off thumb instead of a full thumb. We'll see if I get to that. But yeah, these were really fun to make. I made these, I think, 6 years ago when I was living in Eugene. Fun stuff. The second one that I never wore this. I still need to weave in the ends, and I still need to block it. But this is the therapy shawl. Is it backwards? It sure is. The therapy shawl. And I don't even remember what kind of yarn this came. This yarn came in like I got a big stash from one of my dearest friends in Eugene. And the picot end is what sends me. And it's like little enough to where I can just kind of wear it like so. And it's very fun. It kind of matches my headband too. But I need to weave in the ends on this, so I'm just gonna, I like this. I'm gonna wear it right now. The next thing, this is like throwback to like when I first started the podcast, a little over a year ago. And this is another Flax pullover recipe knit. So instead of doing the panel of garter, I did full sleeve garter, and it's a crop top, and it's made out of this amazing Shetland tweed yarn that I still have a ton of. So I might try to make a little headband, maybe a hat dana, or mitts like the ones that I had. But I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. And when it starts getting colder in the summer, it's my first sweater knit, that's for sure. Love it. And then of course I did an actual flax with no arm decreases, and this is my favorite color, yellow. And I actually wore this the other day. Another flax, yeah. So I'm obsessed with the flax, can you tell? And there's like so many ways you can modify it and make it like super fun. Right, sweetie? Yeah. See, Esperanza loves it. So yeah, those are my knitting projects that I just kind of love so much. And I'll probably duplicate them. Let's put your sock back on. Other things that I want to get back into is cross stitch embroidery. I made this hella queer cross stitch. This is I designed this in you know, I might even sell this or remake a couple of these and sell them. I don't know. But I want to get back into doing embroidery and stuff. Then I also made this one. This one's kind of like weird. Still black, but it looks like a toe. And I'm not like down with it looking like a toe. And my hoop butt needs a new. So we'll see. But these two were very fun to make. I kind of want to find a software for cross stitch that is really fun, and I just kind of want to design cool cross stitch patterns, because that isn't daunting at all to me. Knitting patterns is another thing, but cross stitch patterns, this was really easy for me. So I just want to, I don't know, if anybody knows of any really cool, inexpensive cross stitch pattern making software, holla at your boy, because I want to do more of these. And this cross stitch was kind of, it was inspired by, if you follow Junebug and Darlin on Instagram and you buy any of her stuff, let me grab it. I got inspired to make those cross stitches from the cross stitch from her store. And I bought the Take Time to Heal kit, and it was really fun to do, and I learned how to do a hoop back, even though it's not the best looking. This is for my little hanging thread, so I can hang it on my wall. It was very easy, and so I want to continue venturing into cross stitch. What do you think? Is it cool? Is it awesome? I'm just gonna keep smacking your lippies. Yeah, so I love cross stitch. I want to get back into it because it's just really fun for me. And then I want to talk about some acquisitions that I indulged myself in. Wedge. The first thing is there's a new knit shop in town. I live in La Grande, Oregon, which is on the east side of Oregon. I'm like 2.5 hours away from Boise, Idaho. If that yeah, helps everybody. And the nearest knit shop is in Union, Oregon, which is 20 miles east of where I live. And I'm unsure if that knit shop has stayed open, has reopened, or has stayed closed through the pandemic. Every time we have driven by that knit shop, it has been closed. So I'm unsure. There's no signs or anything. So we have a new knit shop in town, which is exciting for me because it has been over a year since I've been to a knit shop, and luckily Tara, who is the owner of Rebel Woolworks, opened the shop in downtown La Grande, which I'm very excited about. So of course I had to go and visit and support her business, support a local knit shop, because Lord knows the first year of business can be, especially with a storefront, can be like really, really hard for a lot of makers. She's been in the yarn business, the yarn dyeing business, indie yarn dyeing, for like 10 years. And this is the first storefront for her, brick and mortar. You can usually buy all of her stuff on Etsy. So because I'm on a spinning journey as well as knitting, I had to get this beautiful, beautiful fiber from her. And it's a, let's see if I can remember, it's been a while. It's a mixture of baby camel, silk, some kind of wool, oh god, cashmere, Polworth wool, cashmere. Pretty sure that's it. It is so soft. And these colors are so beautiful. Exactly, sweetie. You don't say. You don't say. See, it's Esperanza approved. And, you know, this mom brain, oh my god. This is beautiful. It's got all of my favorite colors in one go. I'm very excited about it. I'm currently spinning some burnt orange from Greenwood Fiberworks. And it's a Polworth blend, Polworth silk blend, on my spinning wheel, my Ashford Traveler. And I need to finish that up, and then I'm going to start on this. And I'm excited because the burnt orange matches this, so maybe I can find something to do some like fun color work, so to speak. I'm also making a little felted hat for Zazz for winter time, because she'll be about 8 months by then, and able to fit in like a majority of her baby clothes that are cold weather. And I want her to have some really fun knits, so I'm going to be working on those throughout the fall to make sure that they're ready for her come November, December. But this is very exciting, to support a new yarn shop, an indie dyer, buying some wool. She has like a bunch of, I think the pre-orders are done, but she did like a whole run of villain-inspired yarn. And I think it's mostly sock yarn, I'm not entirely sure, but it's for Halloween. If you go to Rebel Woolworks on Instagram, or you look her up on Etsy, you can also purchase some of the yarn that she has there. The colorways that she makes are absolutely amazing, and she's self-taught and really great. Super nice, super kind. I'm excited for when COVID kind of settles down and I can start going to the maker nights that she plans on hosting either at the shop or at other places around La Grande, but that's not going to happen until Delta variant kind of settles down. But I'm very excited for that. And last but not least, I have this mama gift from a follower, Avocado Touch Me. She's very cool. She's a knitter. And this is You and Me, mother and daughter fiber artists. And it's this beautiful sock yarn in the colorway called Crazy. It's fingering weight. It's so cute. And y'all know for a fact that I'm going to be knitting another pair of socks, Mama and Me socks, for me and Zazz, out of this. Thank you so much, friend, for sending this like a while ago, along with a very cute kids book that I plan on reading to Zazz. It's about, you know, community protesting and standing together and this, that, and the other. Very cute book. I love it. I love this yarn. There's a little close look at this. Just the pinks, the browns, the purples, the blues. We love. Yeah. And then I really want to get back into some sewing. My last and only sewing project was, I mean, this is honestly a hack for all the moms out there, the new moms. I made these warm compresses for breastfeeding. And one thing that I learned throughout my breastfeeding journey is the absolute worst experience of having a clogged milk duct. And that's like, you just get like a lump in your breast because your milk duct gets clogged, especially if there's like breaks between feeding, you sleep on your stomach like me, I'm a dumbass, or your kiddo starts sleeping through the night, like Zazz just recently started sleeping through the night, or like your milk coming in when you first have baby and it's kind of painful. I just cut out 2 circles out of this fabric, and then I sewed them with my sewing machine in the round, left a little gap, that's why it's a little funky right here, filled it with rice, not instant rice, just regular uncooked rice, sewed it shut, and you can throw these puppies in the microwave for like, I do 45 seconds for the pair or 30 seconds for just one. You just like shove them into your bra, wherever the lump or the pain is. It also helps with letdown if supply is like an issue for you. You can just fit them into your bra, and it like helps so much with like a little bit of like self massage. These were a godsend when my milk first started coming in, and also for clogged milk ducts because Zaz just started recently sleeping through the night. Yay, but also like, oh, my titties. If I'm not using these, I also invested in the LaVie breast massagers. They are curved and contoured, and they are also heated and rechargeable, y'all. Oh, they have 2 massager settings where it's steady, or one that kind of pulses, and then another setting where you can just do heat. And then there's 2 adjustments for the heat settings right here too. So you can do really hot, no heat, or low heat. And it's not really hot, it's just hotter, you know? And it's really nice silicone right here, so it's like easy to clean. And they fit right into your bra, and they form to the curve of your breast, which is really nice. And they come with like this cute little bag that you can store them in, as well as, because they're rechargeable, a charger for them, and it's dual charges because you have 2 of them, and it works so nicely. Yeah, and they hold the milk for you, don't they? They sure do. They make sure the mom can feed you. We love. Because I cannot avoid purchasing things from Amazon Prime, y'all. I live literally out in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the sticks, in rural Oregon. So the closest big box store to me is Walmart. That is how rural it is. I have to go to Boise if I want to go do like any kind of bigger shopping. Trader Joe's, Costco, Target, whatever. So I ordered this on Prime Day, these massagers, and they ran me about $45, which honestly was worth the investment because I can have both options to use for massage or heating. And one's great for camping, the other is great for home, or I can take both with me if I need them for camping and other things. But yeah, that was just a hot tip for all the moms out there. I'll probably just like link the massager down below just in case anybody else who is on a breastfeeding journey still and whatever, or just starting, or like you want to buy something for a mom friend of yours, etc. You know, knowledge is power and all of that. So that is the episode today. Just a little brief check-in. Thank you for supporting so far and being patient with me as I navigate new mamahood and continuing to do all of the things that I love and projects that I care about, including this podcast. I look forward to putting out a new episode with you soon, hopefully with some finished objects. Are we going to be able to get it done, Zaz? we can definitely try. Until then, stay crafty, like and subscribe. I'll see y'all